Hello and what's up guys? In this video there is serious tension right now, not just in Nigeria but across the world, after shocking revelations from veteran journalist Martins Oloja during a channel's television interview. He revealed disturbing truths about what's really happening behind the scenes, how people inside the system are allegedly stopping the military from finishing off terrorists, and how some powerful figures are protecting those responsible for unaliving innocent Nigerians. Oloja didn't stop there. He exposed the real reason Donald Trump spoke out, saying Trump never threatened to invade Nigeria, but wanted to stop the ongoing attacks against Christians that many are now denying even happened. From the mystery of Leah Sharibu's disappearance to shocking cases like Deborah's tragic end and even secret political cover-ups, the details will leave you speechless. Guys, I will let you watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look guys, and remember to share your thoughts after watching.
In this particular segment, we want to look at some of the narratives that has developed since Mr. Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, has offered some kind of intervention in what is clearly Nigeria's persistent insecurity. To join me in that very critical conversation today, I have the former managing director of the Guardian newspaper, who is currently a columnist, Mr. Martins Oloja. Martin, welcome back to Inside Sources.
Thank you.
So let's just start. How do you read, the way people are talking about Mr. Trump's intervention? What's your own reading of it? And what do you think ought to be the right perspective?
I am worried as a journalist that in this time and age, when the social media has democratized access to information, that people are using the same media to deny reality. And the people are exaggerating what the President of the United States has promised to do. He only promised to help us deal with terrorists who have been dealing with Christians in this place. He didn't say in any tweet anywhere that he was coming to invade Nigeria for anything.
I don't think so.
But the people are now using the media to say, oh, he's interested in our oil. It's an economic issue. Why did he want to do it? They did this one in Libya. They did this in Iraq. They did this in... Why is he interested? And he has failed. And they are using the same media to get even some people who have become crisis merchants in Nigeria to be using misinformation and disinformation. And they are making us to believe that we do not like the president, that they are targeting the president. No, this problem began long before even 2009 when Boko Haram manifested itself.
True.
It began before that. But since that way, it has become an international dimension. So many things have happened that people are now denying. And people denying that, oh, there was no Christian, there has been no genocide on Christians. If we want to begin primarily, my brother, where is Leah Sharibu since 2018? Of 113 captives. Like that. She was singled out because she denied her faith.
Yeah, they refused to release.
She refused. They wanted her to deny her faith. They refused to release her till date. You attended so many media security meetings, even under Buhari, where I asked this question more than 5 times. Where is there? They have been promising. They left her because she's a Christian. We heard that she was given back. Her father is still in the police force.
Wow.
It was this same Reno of mockery who found out when there was a Reno of mockery. He was the one who found out about the identity of her father. That is actually from Adamawa State, a Christian from Adamawa State, serving in Yobe State. And the mother was there, who had been... The President Buhari promised everybody that she will be released. It's still not released. Nobody knows her whereabouts. What happened to Deborah in Sokoto College of Education, who thanked God online for enabling her to finish her exam as any Christian would have done? They stoned her to death in this same country. And even lawyers were trooped out to say we will break out from MBA if we will not allow us to defend the people who stoned her to death. No one is in detention. Nobody has been prosecuted. What happened? So many things have happened like that. Why are there so many people? Would we want to deny that we do not have IDP camps? There are so many of them in this Abuja. So many of them in the places, 2 states that they have targeted, Benue and Plateau, Christian dominated. You know the place of Jos as the capital of Plateau State, even in Christendom here. You know that Benue State too is Christian dominated. Why do terrorists target Christians in that place? Why do they allow, what happened to all those people in IDP camps who occupied their natural habitat, the place God the Almighty gave them to live? Why can't they return? Who are the people occupying those places? So this thing is so complex, but as a journalist, we are not allowed to do contextual reporting of all these things, to bring out facts of those people, the villages they have destroyed, people they have killed. There are videos of pregnant women they have killed.
They shattered the pregnancy.
And all those things. They say nothing happened here. So these are issues. I think it's not about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He inherited all this problem. He began in earnest in 2009 when Boko Haram story became international.
Yeah.
But since that, a lot of things have happened. Then our armed forces, we know their capacity. But to look at the budget of this 6.5 trillion, even in this year's budget, suddenly, the defense budget takes the lion's share of our budget at a time.
Over 12%.
Yes, over 12%. That we need this one for critical infrastructure. Then somebody somewhere, president of the United States, of Republican Party, and you know their principles. They are conservative people.
Right.
They were the people who influenced even the writing of their constitution, and the constitution they put in God we trust. So they don't deny it. That is what they defend wherever Christians are traumatized and molested anywhere in the world. And he has said this one, no, this one we have had. You know, you recall that even in 2018,
right,
or thereabouts, even it was President Buhari himself who revealed in a private meeting he had with President in his first term.
That was the first time, yes.
First time. That we had that they are slaughtering Christians in your country. He said, no, sir. It was President Buhari himself who revealed it. It didn't start yesterday. Why are they denying this thing and saying that we should not take out terrorists in this place, that we should negotiate with them? Where in the world will you bring terrorists that you say you are looking for to be negotiating with them, to hold meeting, and they're gone? Who approved the guns they carried to meeting in Katsina for them? This is our country. It's not about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has tried all that he can do to end this thing. We have seen revelation where people were talking about how the then president, Goodluck Jonathan, brought in machinery and he was trying to finish the job. And they stopped him because they didn't want crisis merchants in this country, and people who do not love this country are denying reality.
Okay, so Mr. Oloja, we also have inside information, although we won't mention names, that there are people in the Nigerian military who want to finish the terrorists, and that they were restrained by political appointees in this government. It's been reported, for instance, that there was a time they almost got Belotogi within their range, but they were altered, and several other instances like that. What that tells me is that it's either there is no courage or sufficient courage inside government, or there is collusion. How can the president solve that situation? Because we can't have two sets of standards.
So we are saying in the media, we are saying through this medium that Mr. President should summon up courage, to have the political will to discern this fact that there are some people who do not want these crises to end. I call them, what others have called them, crisis merchants. I do not believe that we do not have capacity in the military to crush this. We have had this thing you are saying, that a particular security chief insisted that these people must be crushed, and that there is another superior person who is trying to protect a territory and a race. Because the person will not like this thing to end, and then the Mr. President, who is a politician who also will face re-election, he is trying to buy into it, and they have removed a particular security chief that we have had. This is Nigeria. This is about our country. Because that person is insisting that these people must be crushed. And now another person is saying, no, let us negotiate with them. They listen to Sheikh Gumi, who is saying that we should be negotiating with them, who is always sitting down with them.
This is the same Sheikh Gumi who went to Saudi Arabia. And they said that the man is a security threat. And then they didn't allow him to come and do his pilgrimage. They sent him back home.
They sent him back home. And it is only in Nigeria that kind of person will be given media space to be repeating the fact that these terrorists are not bad people, that we need to negotiate with them. And then they will invite them into a meeting with their guns. And then the security people will be guarding them. And they will enter their buses and they will drive away like that. And the following day, they will gather before Mr. President to say, this is what we are doing. Mr. President will tell them to crush them, do away with them. But they have been holding meetings with them. Because of the advice of a particular security chief. It's about our country. It's not about anybody.
It is not.
What we are saying is that they should not give us the narrative that this thing does not exist. Let us straighten the matter.
Right.
We do not want President Trump to come and invade this place.
Right.
What we are saying is that Mr. President should do the right thing by getting security people to crush these people. People who are protecting them are enemies of the state, are they are enemies of Nigeria.
Right.
People who are advising that the Mr. President should be negotiating with these terrorists. Trump is saying that, look, enough is enough of crushing Christians like that with impunity. In a particular December, they burned St. Teresa Church in Abuja here, at the border here. They have burned so many churches in a war. They went there. Are there Christians that went to a war to invade the church and killed so many people? And so many churches like that where they have destroyed even all these assets, even and human beings in Benue, in Plateau, in so many other places in Nigeria like that. It is not about saying, oh, they have killed Christians, they have killed Muslims. That is, it is collateral damage, where you heard that they have killed the Muslims. It is those Muslims who didn't believe in the fundamental objective of terrorists. They killed them. Okay. And we are now saying that, oh, no. We are saying, look, we know that we have a responsibility to defend our country. We have a responsibility to stand by the government of our country. But enough should be enough. If we have an authority that is higher, that is saying we are coming to help you. Let me ask a question. Who is afraid of this help from Donald Trump?
Yeah. What I wanted us to consider before we conclude on that is that, so I also believe, Mr. Martin, that, look, we can't deny the genocide. But I want us our leadership, to manage it in a way that it doesn't divide us. Because yes, so I've had a lot of friends, my northern friends said, oh, look, I mean, yeah, that's but who is speaking for the Muslim victims? And I said, yeah, of course. There are even instances where you could say that there are more terrorist victims in northern parts of the country because they have more population there.
Yes.
So I think it is important, and then I'll make a comment and then you respond. I think it's important that our leadership, particularly the president, can speak up and say, look, whether they are Christians or they are Muslims, we want to end this. What is the importance of that ability for all of us to come together, Mr. Oloja?
You see, the first thing is even a consideration of the fact that welfare and security of the people, the president should know, and it's there in the Constitution, shall be the primary purpose of government. And if the people are not secure, whether they are Christians or Muslim, it's a burden and it's a responsibility. And the president must fulfill that responsibility to ensure that everybody, it's not about Christian, it is not about Muslim. Everybody is secure in this country. Let me tell you about the implication of division if it is not properly managed. If the way they are putting the narrative in Western press, they say Christian South, Muslim not. It's not correct.
It's not accurate.
It's not accurate. There are so many Christians in the
north,
Muslims in the south. So if we now cut it off, and these Christians that they say that President Trump is trying to protect, if you cut them into the north, they will be more vulnerable. It will cut them off from their southern counterparts. They will be more vulnerable to violence. These people will finish them. It's in our interest to be together. We should not encourage anything that will divide us. And so our brothers and sisters, whose God is their belly, and they are encouraging propaganda in order to deny the truth, they should note that there are problems. There are problems. Let me tell you, even immediately, the problem that Mr. President should note, even in the north, that are not in the media at all. There is a local government in Bauchi State that is Christian-dominated. They call it Tafawa Balewa local government.
Okay.
You know that under Issa Yuguda as governor, he should hear this.
Okay.
They unilaterally relocated the headquarters of local government listed in the constitution to Bununu, from Tafawa Balewa to Bununu. And the only Christian member of the House of Assembly in that place, only Christian member, a female Christian member of the House of Assembly, was suspended for criticizing that illegal relocation by the State Assembly. She was suspended, and that was barely a year after the inauguration of the session of their State Assembly. They suspended her till the end of that session for 3 years.
Wow.
Do you know that what you will not read in the media was that they took the case to court. The State High Court sided with the state government against the Constitution. The State High Court.
Wow.
It was only on 30th September 2025. We will not read it in the media. 30th September 2025, barely 2.5 months ago, that the Court of Appeal in Jos quashed that decision of the High Court and the Assembly, and they cited an example in Ekiti State that no individual, no institution has the right to relocate
the headquarters
of a local government as it is listed in the Constitution.
But why did Governor Yuguda, then Governor Yuguda, why did he do that?
He did that one because that is what they do to Christian-dominated areas.
So they removed the local government headquarters from a Christian-dominated place
to a Muslim-dominated area. So you also have state terror to fight. Our leaders who are making noise in Abuja, they do a lot of things that are not reported in the media about the North. Have we seen it in the North? That it is quite impossible. Last year, I met a girl from Gwoza, local government in Borno State, who obtained 277 in a U. Yes, in UTME, and was trying to obtain certificate of citizenship from liaison office of Borno State in Abuja here, and could not. They told her to go to, because she is originally from Gwoza, is from an IDP camp. She only managed to get that mark. Was not admitted at the University of Abuja here, I am telling you. Wow. But while trying to secure admission to read law at the University of Abuja, she went to Borno State liaison office in Abuja here to obtain...
she's an indigent of Borno State.
They told her to go back to Gwoza to obtain the certificate, but they were giving the same certificate to Muslims from Borno State in the same office before her very eyes.
Wow.
A police officer got there and said, this is how I have to use another Muslim person to obtain a certificate for me in this office, a serving police officer, female serving police officer that I met. So there are so many issues. Most of the children of Christians from this northern state, this is a very complex issue.
It is.
Very complex issue. Most of these children of Christians from so many northern states cannot get admission to read medicine, law, or these computer science engineering courses, even if their parents, I have so many of them as friends, even if their parents are professors in certain universities, they changed one from medicine to Christian religious knowledge. Arbitrarily, these things are not in the media. We deny this reality in the media about what Christians in the North have been suffering.
Okay, thank you so much. It's a very good place to stop. We hope that we can sort out these differences. And if there are people who want to say that, look, there's another side to this story, we are hoping to also balancing it out. But this, Mr. Oloja has pointed out to quite a lot of issues that are under the surface, that is also brewing this divisive rhetoric. But like I think we can both agree that our leadership has to make sure that there's unity.
And that there's unity, no division. I reiterate it. We do not want to like another country's president to be solving the problem that we can solve. We haven't been able to solve this problem because there is corruption within the security architecture that they have drawn up, and people, operatives, who are being made to do. We understand that our people have the capacity to crush terrorists, but some state forces are stopping them for reasons known to them.
Let's hope that with the new leadership, the new service chief, they have a new opportunity.
Well, definitely, and he will promise that one. I will crush insecurity and this one within a very short time. Let him make good his promise.
Exactly. The new chief of defense staff, the new chief of army staff, and all the other service chiefs, they have a unique opportunity to solve this problem. I believe, I agree with you, that Mr. Trump's intervention is actually a fillip. Something that can help us solve this problem.
To solve this problem, and it should not we should not just be insulting him that he's not. Say, I want to help you. Let's get this help and move on to direct defense vote to building critical infrastructure in our country.
Right.
In this edition of Inside Sources, veteran journalist and former managing director of the Guardian newspaper, Martins Oloja, delivered a thought-provoking analysis on the ongoing insecurity crisis in Nigeria and the controversy surrounding US President Donald Trump's recent comments. According to Oloja, Trump's intervention has been widely misrepresented online. He clarified that the US leader never threatened to invade Nigeria, but rather expressed concern over the continued persecution of Christians and other innocent citizens at the hands of terrorists. Oloja cautioned against the growing trend of misinformation and what he described as crisis merchants, individuals who exploit instability for personal or political gain. He traced the roots of the current security challenges back to before the rise of Boko Haram in 2009, noting that the violence has since evolved into an international and complex humanitarian issue. The journalist referenced tragic and unresolved cases such as the abduction of Leah Sharibu, the mother of Deborah Samuel, and the displacement of countless families in Benue and Plateau states, as evidence that Nigeria's security crisis has deep and painful human consequences. Oloja further alleged that some individuals within Nigeria's political and military systems may be deliberately obstructing efforts to eliminate terrorist groups, either out of self-interest or ethnic bias. He called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to exercise political courage and ensure that those undermining the fight against terror are held accountable. At the same time, Oloja emphasized that this is not a religious war, nor should it be framed as a conflict between Christians and Muslims. Instead, he urged Nigerians to unite across faith and regional lines, stressing that both communities have suffered deeply from terrorism. He warned that divisive rhetoric, particularly when amplified by international media, only threatens the country's fragile unity. In his closing remarks, Oloja reiterated that while international partners may offer support, Nigeria must ultimately take ownership of its security. True progress, he said, would depend on transparency, the integrity of the military, and the political will to confront those who benefit from chaos. At Naija Star News, we believe conversations like these are vital for national reflection. The issues raised by Martins Oloja go beyond politics. They speak to justice, accountability, and the future of Nigeria's unity. What are your thoughts on this discussion? Do you agree that Nigeria's leadership must do more to confront those benefiting from insecurity? And how should international partners engage without overstepping sovereignty? Share your views in the comment section. We value every perspective. If you found this analysis insightful, kindly subscribe to Naija Star News and turn on notifications for our in-depth reports, political updates, and balanced commentary on Nigeria's current affairs. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.